Hi guys, this is Ingencutie, aka Chanel, and I'm here to show you my 2016 A5 Finsbury, Filofax Finsbury setup. But first I thought I'd just kind of go through all the planners that I plan on using this year. So first up is my A5 patent. I decided to rejoin Weight Watchers. I had success with them a few years ago, and then I got married, had a baby, and now I'm back. So I'll definitely be using this year to document my weight loss. Next is, this is a Domino personal size. Oh, I forgot that this is a pocket size. This is a Domino Filofax Domino personal size, and this is my weekend wallet, just to kind of give you a glimpse inside right quick. I have a series of envelopes, cash envelopes, basically my monthly budget, so I use that on the weekend. Next is my faux dory or cutie dory. This is good quality vinyl, and inside I took some material and put some iron-on vinyl, and you can actually use it as a write-on dashboard type thing, so I thought that was pretty cool. I use this for my brain dumps throughout the day. I usually have 100 post-it notes at the end of the day, so I was like, hey, why don't I just record them all in a book and keep them as reference. So that's why I have that. And last but not least is my A5 red, very nice red Finsbury. I take this to work with me every day. I always have some to do that I forgot that I had to do, so yeah, I take it to work with me every day to put those to-dos in. So without further ado, let's take a look inside. I'm not gonna do a point-by-point tour of the Finsbury. There's plenty of videos on that. So on the front cover there's a series of pockets, and there's an inside pocket here. I just keep a bunch of journaling cards that I made. There's just some cute patterns and, you know, just something pretty to look at. I have some equations here, and just some patterns there. Some more equations. Some more equations. Can probably guess what I do for a living, but anyway. My pen pouch. I have about every color of the pen there is. Let's see if you can. But anyway, yeah, Le Pens. I have a color coding system, and so I use these often. I really only use maybe about 4 or 5 colors a day, but I'll find something to do with these other pretty colors. This is my paperclip holder. So I have, I made these tags to go on paper clips, so I can stick them on random pages and just flag important information. As you can see, and they're laminated. I don't know if you can pick up the... Anyway, trust me, they're laminated, and so you can write on them, and you'll see an example of them later on in the video. I use them to flag my calendars. And I have a fancy silver one here. As you see, I kind of wrote on it. It says fancy tabs. It's hard to read. And then you can just... My hand is a little oily, so it came off, but I use wet erase markers on these, which I'll show you later what I use. moving on. So this is my color coding system. Nothing spectacular here, just a laminated piece of Post-it note. This is, I made this today page. I use it kind of as a inspiration type deal. I don't write appointments or anything. So today is don't sell yourself short. And then tomorrow's today will probably be, you know, be nicer to people. Whatever. So that's what that's for. Stick that back in there. And this is what I hold my journaling cards in. So I just stick a new one in once a week and have something pretty to look at. This metal card is actually a Project Life card. It's just metal. So it's something shiny, put in my planner. I thought it was cool. Moving on. Couple of cool sheets of notepad that I laminated. I love posies. So I found this notepad with posies. And then on the other side, there's a quote. I get up every morning determined to both change the world and have one hell of a good time. Sometimes this makes planning my day difficult. Tell me about it. So I leave that in here. Just use it as something quick to write on. And this is my daily. I do this the night before for things I need to do the next day. So if I have some urgent appointments or important meeting I need to go to, random note, document my vitamin, water, top 3 things, and important phone calls or emails I need to make. This is nothing very spectacular. You probably can't even see it. But it's my top 4 words of the year, so it's hard to see. But anyway, it says productivity, self-control, communication, and organization. So it's just a clear piece of I swear I can talk right. So it's just a clear piece of sigh. It's a clear piece of plastic, punched holes in it, and red cardstock. Ta-da! This is what I do for a living. I am a mechanical engineer, and I found this image on Etsy. I printed it onto some cardstock, cut it out, and I keep it in here. And this is just some engineering things. I won't bore you. So this is, before every tab I have just kind of a dashboard thing, because I didn't laminate the dividers themselves, and so I chose to just have a separate sheet of laminated dashboard. So this pattern, it's paisley. I got it from Hobby Lobby. I thought it was gorgeous, and I tried to match up my tabs with the paisley. So as you can see, that to-do tab matches pretty well. And so first off is my to-do. You'll see these after every divider. It's just another like flyleaf thing. I thought these were cool. I made these. FYI, most of the stuff that you see in this planner you can find on my Etsy store. I will put the link below, and anything that I bought from someone else, I'll try to put the link below. Yeah, so this is just, it's a see-through flyleaf. There's these are Filofax to-do sheets, but I actually made my own. I like these better because they have category, a date and category. So I can have separate to-do sheets for, say, my Etsy store, and separate one for like family household things. So I like that concept. So I'm seeing how these work out. They're working out pretty well. Moving on. I have a folder, vertical, some silver, horizontal lines. Then you stick your stuff in here. If it seems like I'm going quickly, my camera only likes to record 20 minutes. Or it looks like today it decided it wants to record 15 minutes, so it may stop in the middle. I apologize in advance. Okay, so next section is my calendar section. Again, another beautiful fly leaf. This is my work calendar. And then the first page is important dates, important information. 2016 at a glance. So you see it has the week numbers next to each week. This is my current layout for the week. I decided to go the way of stamping. So I bought the Silhouette stamping kit and I made a lot of these stamps myself, like the to-do, the weekly focus, the glasses, the smiley face. The gym is a stamp. This to buy, and the 1 through 5. All these stickers I made myself too. So like this bubbly sticker I made, laundry basket. I call these a peacock stickers because it kind of looks like the pattern in a peacock feather. I thought those were cool. So I'm still getting the hang of stamping, but it seems to be coming along okay. I'll keep with it. So just so you can see a blank page of my inserts. I make these, by the way. So that's what a blank looks like. I started them on Sunday because it just seemed logical to me. It's it's kind of a quiet day. I can sit down and think about what I'm doing for the beginning of the week, and I don't know, just for me, it seemed logical. And this is my monthly layout. Well, let me show you my January. So this is my January. Not a lot going on. I don't do a whole lot of decorating because I like to keep this a practical planner, so I leave lots of space to actually write and do things with. So I have holidays kind of framed out and my days off framed out. And at the top of the month, I put the theme for the month. So this month is recovery because we're just coming off of holidays and things got to get back to normal. So, oh, as I mentioned before, those flag tabs. So these are a couple. So February, March, and April. On to the finance section. Not too much to show here. So in my finance section, I keep a list of all of my bank accounts. I laminated a page, the routing numbers and account numbers. I used to have a A5 Domino, and it just got so packed I had to kind of reorganize things a little bit, and I slimmed down my organizer. But this used to be in the Domino, and it's basically a view up of the Eiffel Tower, and I thought it was very nice. And so I just moved it over to my new planner, and plus it holds some flags on the back, so it's practical. back in there. Another beautiful fly leaf. So just a card with some credit card due dates. Nothing special. This is just a monthly overview of all of my bills. So I get paid twice a week. I wish I get paid twice a week, twice a month. And so based on when the bill is due, I would put the amount due on that corresponding pay week. I have everything kind of covered up except for that. Ignore that. But anyway, everyone knows daycare is expensive. So nothing too much to see here. And then on the back, unplanned expenses, which we all have. So basically date, store, the item, the cost, how I paid for it, and if I need to move money or whatever, and then totals go down there. I'm going to skip over this. I have these subdividers in my plan in this particular section, so I can divide out the savings and debt pages and bills pages, so I can just flip right to where I need to go. So same vellum as the other folder you saw. This is just a top open version. Next section is the projects. So I made these inserts. So it's basically a list of all of my projects. Hopefully I don't have 28 going on at the same time, but you know, it's there if I need it. And then I have different types of inserts. So this one is a full page of project planning. So you put description, any sketches or notes, and then materials or to-dos that you need to complete your project. And I have this setup, which is basically excuse me, 2 projects on one page. So if you have some mini projects, this would be a good thing to use. Basically same format, but just on a smaller scale. And these are double-sided, so I guess it's 4 projects on one page. And then this is a vertical slit envelope, which I kind of use to section out some pages that I'm not using. Oh, it's not working. Okay. So it just slides in there like that, and it moves with the page. So I thought that was cool. Last but not least, note section. Really nothing too much to see here. Some possible trips this summer. And then again, I have some subdividers. It divides my line pages with my grid and my just plain solid paper. And then again, I have an envelope to hold just extra pages. Now, I do use some stickers. I use the stickers mostly when I'm at work and just need to jot down a to-do for today. So I'll kind of go through them. I make these all myself. Some of those peacock stickers, different colors, some to-dos, to-do stickers, some dots, some half circles, and some to-do boxes. I don't really have any like silly decorative, or not too many anyway, so I don't really know when I would use them. Maybe if it's just a really slow week and I want to decorate. These are just more dots. These are what I use for the to-dos. So each one I can write a to-do and then check off in the white. And these are some chore stickers. These are glossy. I'm not a fan of glossy stickers, particularly with my printer. It likes to rub off. So, not a fan. I only made one sheet, so I probably won't use glossy paper again. And these are page reinforcement stickers. They have little patterns on them. And that's it. They're mostly just functional. And then at the very, very end, I have, these are some knock knock pad things. The words escape me. But anyway, this one's accomplished, so things I want to accomplish in the near future mostly I would put down here. Major events type things. And this is a pro-con. I use this to make decisions, mostly about, introducing products to my Etsy store, if it's worth the time and effort, risk versus reward, or in this case, labor versus reward. So, yeah. And that is it for my planner. Now to talk about more about the pens that I use. So this is my pencil case. It's just a silver makeup case. I think it's very pretty. And so in it I have this awesome pencil. It has a gel. It's very cushiony. Very nice. I found these highlighters on, someone had put them on Instagram, and they're really nice. I use them to cross off things on my to-do list. And these, I found these on Instagram as well. They are Staedtler non-permanent Lumocolor. So I use these as a fine tipped wet erase marker. So as you can see, it's very fine. And I love these because, just to kind of go back in here, see how tiny these lines are? Those lines are kind of hard to write in with a fat marker. So I use these, and you kind of gotta wait for them to dry. And if your hands are kind of oily, like from lotion or something, then they'll rub off, but otherwise they're really good. I use them every day. And then I have some gel pens for my black paper back here. If I want to write a fancy note or something, I can write a fancy note. I'll write one to my husband. He likes fancy notes. Oh, I forgot to tell you. So this is a bookmark I have to section off my this week, as it says. So I had it shoved in here. So it's laminated. I made this using my Silhouette. So I just put down something I want to focus on this week. So prioritize the important things. Everything else can wait. So that's what I'm focusing on this week. So if anyone has any comments regarding anything that they saw in this video, or if you think this stuff is really cool, leave comments below, and you can always subscribe to my channel. I'm really gonna try to do more videos this year. I started last year. I made one video. I'll link it below. It's a tour of my Domino. But I kind of want to show you, give you tours, or you know, little small tours of my faux dory and a tour of my personal domino. I think you'll like what you see in this domino specifically. So I plan on putting that up soon. Don't you love this pattern? It's so shiny. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I plan on putting up more videos and showing you things that I make and things like that. So I look forward to seeing and hearing your comments. I'll check you later. Bye.